All right, I'll call the meeting to order. Before we start, let's take a moment and each in our own way ask for guidance in the decisions that we have to make this evening. Thank you. Roll call?
Kenneth Talbot.
Here.
Alan Easley.
Here.
Leon Griffith.
Here.
Helen Glass.
Here.
Jay Craddock.
Here.
Ronald Merricks. Carol Yeaman.
Here.
Okay. In your packet, you have the agenda. Are there any additions, corrections to the agenda? If we're not going to hear a motion that it be approved as written,
So moved.
Second.
moved and seconded, all in favor, raise your hand, please. Thank you. You have the minutes of the meeting of February 12th in your packet. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? It is not a motion that we approve them as written.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Not all in favor, raise your hand. Thank you. Old business.
I don't have any, Mr. Chairman.
New business.
Cases for next month, we just have one. Actually, this is a variance. It's right on 40. It's the gas station, and they are wanting to put a canopy over the gas pumps, and it's gonna be too close to the road. Highway 40 and State Road 935 Lotus Drive.
Okay, so this is a regular gasoline, steel columns, back canopy?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll hear that next one. All right, no additional input from the chairman this week, huh? So we'll proceed to the public hearing. Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to Article 5, Division 7 of the Pittsylvania County zoning ordinance, we, the Board of Zoning Appeals, have been empowered to hear and decide specific applications and appeals in support of said ordinance. In accomplishing this important task, we're charged with promoting the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Pittsylvania County. We must ensure that all our decisions and recommendations be directed to these goals and that each be consistent with the environment, the comprehensive plan, and in the best interest of Pittsylvania County, its citizens, and its posterity. Anyone here to speak to the board other than the applicant regarding zoning cases will be limited to 3 minutes. So the public hearing in case S-05-012 is now open. The time is 7:06. Report.
On June 14, 2005, Stephen Anderson was issued a special use permit S-05012 on 1.22 acres located on Whitmore School Road in the Tunstall Election District. The purpose of this hearing is to gather information to determine if the special use permit case should be revoked for willful noncompliance with conditions. Staff summary is enclosed in the board packet, and Mr. Chairman, Mr. Anderson is here to represent us.
Okay. Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good.
Good.
When we issued the special use permit, the conditions that we imposed were no outside storage of parts or materials, no more than 10 vehicles under repair, and no Sunday operation. And you accepted those conditions when we issued the permit.
Right.
Now, based upon everything we see, you haven't been in compliance.
Well, You know, that's how I make my living, and I do, at times, there's more vehicles that come, I have my sons at home too, and they bring cars in, but I have been lately, I tell you what I did last year, I bought a rollback, and I have been pulling cars out like crazy, but I've taken 20 cars out of there. It's been so muddy lately, I haven't been able to really move a whole lot of them. I mean, it's been muddy for, I'm talking 6 months, it's been raining. But what I've been doing, I've been taking vehicles that are there, and I fill them up with doors and stuff, and I'm getting rid of all the stuff that I used to keep in self parts. It's just outdated, and I was throwing it away anyway. I've been doing that for a long time.
You were selling parts?
No, I used to have doors and stuff off cars. I'd save and put on my cars or whatever I did, you know.
But you weren't selling parts because you're not a junkyard, right?
No, I'm not a junk, not selling used junk, no.
Okay.
No, but I've been getting rid of a lot of, in fact, I'm on an uphill slope. I'm getting rid of everything. I am trying as hard as I can. I tell you, it takes a long time. I've got the heavy bulk out of there, and it just takes a long time to get rid of it all.
The most recent packet of photos you sent around, when were they taken? What's the date on that? It was
Today or-
the staple, that's set right there,
Today.
today. Okay. Doesn't look like there's been any progress based on
Oh,
those.
I wish I should have taken pictures of of all the vehicles. The only one I got one picture of a Tahoe I just took out the other day, which was full of parts. I had a Suburban that was so loaded down, when I tried to put it on rollback, I had to unload it because it wouldn't even pull it on the back of it, and we had to reload. But I've taken, last week I took a pickup truck, a Tahoe, and a car, and they were full of parts. But I've been cleaning stuff out of in the building too. It's a long process, but I've been, like I had motors and stuff that were stuck up under the shed. We've been pulling stuff that was inside out, and I'm just getting rid of all the bulk. I don't need it anymore. I'm just trying to get it. I want to get it all out of there. It's just, like I said, it's been raining forever.
Okay. Any questions for the applicant?
If you got serious about cleaning it up, how long would it take you to clean it up?
Well, I've been serious about cleaning it up.
I mean,
I've
since
been rolling
2005,
hard.
it's gotten to be more and more and more. But I mean, if you, I mean, this is getting to be serious.
You know, if you look at the pictures there, I know you see the car, but see that a lot of them been moved around, and they're all in one line now where they weren't. I put them in the back, and there's 4 cars that don't run out, all of them. I mean, they run, some of them are customers, and in fact, last week I hauled away 2 cars to Highest Junkyard, and I just gave them to them, and people owe me bills on it, but I found out that one of the guys had died, so I don't have time to wait and try to get a title for it. It's just not worth it.
But,
Okay.
Again, how long,
If the weather holds up, I'm gonna have all the cars out of there. And once I get down to the stuff sitting around, that's not any problem to get that up. I haven't even started on that. I've been getting the bulk. I've hauled a lot. You wouldn't believe all the stuff I hauled away.
Are you still operating a business there?
Yes, sir.
Auto
That's
repair?
my livelihood. That's how I make my living. Been doing it. It's been a shop for 50 years there.
Okay. Any more questions? We may have some before we're done. Thank you. Book, anybody sign up to speak?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Or is there anyone else in the public that would like to address the board before we close the public hearing?
I would like to say something.
Okay, let us have your name, please, and where you live.
Whitney Fulton. I live at 420 Mitchell Road
Thank
in
you.
Chatham. This is my father. I'm the oldest of 4. And I lived at that home before I moved out, and he has supported all 4 of us. At 35 years old, he had a drug addict, alcoholic wife with 4 children, from 12 years old to 18 months old. And he chose to keep all of us and to support all of us doing this. This is all he knows how to do. And he's almost 60 years old. And yes, I understand it's a lot of stuff sitting there. I do. But he's made a very conscious effort. He crushed a car that I took over there, and that's my fault. That car's been sitting there. It was totaled by a deer. And he took that and he had it crushed. So I just ask you take into consideration the effort that he has made. And I understand we need to have a reasonable timeline for him to get this finished. But just, you know, I mean, this is all he's ever done. And he made a good effort to raise 4 children doing this. So,
Okay,
just wanted to say that.
thank you. Anyone else? If not, we'll close the public hearing at 7:13. Okay. Well, you see the record, you see what's happened since the time that the permit was issued up until, not just the pictures, but the citations. We have a record of citations that have been issued for noncompliance with other sections of Pittsylvania County Code. So the purpose here tonight is to hold this public hearing to get the applicant's input and the public input so we can support the zoning administrator in the decision to repeal this special use permit. As we go forward, there are a number of ways this could happen. Based upon the facts, which are facts, and we're under the rule of law, I don't see any way around these facts. If we repeal the permit and Mr. Anderson cleans the place up, then he can apply for a permit again and continue his operation. That's one path forward. Another path forward, some of you might say, well, maybe we should give him some time to clean it up. But look at the timeline in that book right there. Look at what it's gone the other way. It hasn't gone toward cleaning it up, and that's my opinion. Let's hear from some other people. Comments?
Of course, we run the situation if we revoke the special use permit and he doesn't clean up the property, then we've still got a situation.
Well, that's up to the county and enforcement. We've seen
Right.
what has been done
Sure.
at other locations, even to the extent of the county cleaning it and then sending the property owner a bill. But that's beyond
Right.
beyond our scope, so, and I don't know who makes the final decision on that, but it's certainly not us. We have, our job tonight is either to recommend is either to support the zoning administrator in revoking the special use permit, or don't do anything.
I got another question, Mr. Anderson.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not in your business, and I don't want you being in my business either, but I've seen some areas where there were calls, and a neighbor of mine passed away, and his widow ended up with a salvage yard, far more vehicles than you got. And a company come in there and bought those cars, just bought the whole lot, and within weeks they were gone. We don't wanna put you out, I don't wanna put you out of business. If you could give us a reasonable amount of time, I mean, I would say 6 months at the very most, that, in my opinion, to clean that lot up and get it, spiff it up so it, the neighbors won't ride by and think something's wrong. It looked like to me that we could all leave here about often we come tonight.
Well, 6 months, I definitely have it done in 6 months. But the rain has held me off. I would have been a whole lot farther on it now than I was, you know? I mean,
We can't blame the weather, 'cause 6 months, you can find enough days to clean that.
it's
If the
summer.
rest of them, great, but, and I hate to be in this position, but we got the power to put you out of business.
what I've been doing is working like a half a day on hauling stuff out when it wasn't wet. I mean, I've been stuck in my backyard so many times you would not believe it. But I've been working, I gotta work a certain amount of time to keep the funds up, to be able to pay my bills, and to be able to, I gotta be able to put gas in the truck to haul stuff away. And if I'm not able to work, then I'm gonna run out of money to even be able to move and function and do anything. But I'm going forward with it, I'm getting rid of everything. Another thing I'm doing is I'm not letting cars come in. I'm not taking in cars that's gonna take me a long time to work on. I don't do transmissions anymore. I don't put engines in anymore. I don't do any of the heavy work anymore. I'm too old to do it anyway. But I've been trying to stay with stuff that I can get out of there quicker. And there's still a few lingerers that's sitting in there, but they're about done.
Well, why do you feel like you need to do it yourself? Why can't you call a salvage company and let them come in, crush the cars, and just clean it up in 2 weeks?
Well, that's why I bought a rollback, so I could haul them off.
I know, but that's not, I mean.
Can I explain one more thing?
Sure.
What I do, like I told you earlier, what I've been doing with these cars, I'm filling them up with parts and junk. And then I take them to the crusher, and I use them as a vessel to carry stuff out of there. And if I just gotta put it in a truck and carry it out of there, it's a whole lot easier to put it in the car, and then I'm getting a lot more out of there.
No, I'm saying hire somebody to clean the place up.
I've got help helping me.
No, hire a company, a salvage company. What's the one, there's a big one in Greensboro, I know, there's one in Lynchburg. And they'll come in and be done in weeks.
I don't know there's probably not enough of them. There's probably about, that aren't owned by other people, there's probably like 6 cars there. And then my sons, another thing also.
Okay, no, we've closed the public hearing. You had your chance to speak. I'm sorry, but,
I'm gonna get rid of them. I mean, I will get rid of them. I'm hauling them, and now that I've got my truck going, I've got one of them put on there tomorrow morning, and I'll take one every day.
did you think we weren't serious when we
No,
said no
sir.
outside storage of parts, no more than 10 vehicles under repair, and no Sunday operation?
I don't work on Sunday ever.
Okay.
But I'm really making a conscious effort. I'm working hard on it. I really am.
Well,
I'm
thank
trying.
you. You know, it's a bad situation, but how do we get out of it without burdening the neighborhood any longer than how many years does that book go back?
2005.
So from the get-go, it's been an issue. And he's been cited and he didn't respond. So there are 2 paths. One is give him time. Another would be repeal the permit and tell him once it's cleaned up, he can come back and reapply. That's number 2. Does anybody see another path?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to lean toward Mr. Griffith and say we set a 6-month deadline. At the end of that 6 months, if it's not cleaned up, then we revoke the permit. I mean, that's, as you say, it's been going on for 13 years. Mr. Anderson says he's trying to move the cars up. I say we give him 6 months. If he's not, then we've got to uphold the ordinance.
How much less than 6 months would you think work? Would 3 months work?
I don't know. 6 months is what, March,
I'd
April,
say
May,
back
June,
to the
July.
summer, Personally, if rain keeps him from doing it, he won't have an excuse.
He can pick up the phone and they will come with a portable crusher and they will take everything. And they'll pay him.
Don's a come out there and do it.
And they'll pay him.
I know that.
It's not like he's giving it away.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
This is what's put it is March, May,
September.
July. July. Too hard to work in July anyway, right? That'd be 4 months. This March, April, May, June, July. 5 months.
Mr. Chairman, I would I'll make a motion that we give Mr. Anderson 4 months to get the lot into compliance. And if it's not at that point, then we uphold the ordinance and revoke his special use permit.
I'll second that.
4 months,
Yes, sir.
is that enough?
Yes, sir, I can do it.
All right, there's a motion on the floor that we defer this decision for 4 months. That would be the August, we'll meet, so I'd say the August meeting. So we'll ask the zoning administrator to put this on the agenda for August, and we'll rehear this and take final action at that point. And so we also need a report from you regarding compliance and all right, so that's the motion, and it's been seconded. Any further discussion?
I think we need a report from Ms. Karen, it has progressing before 4 months is up.
Okay. You can do that?
I can do that.
All right, any more discussion?
No, sir.
All right, if not, then all in favor of the motion signify by raising your hand. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Sorry we have to put you through this, but it was, thank you for your time.
I'll let you down, I'm gonna get them picked up.
Okay. All right, good luck to you, and it looks like you did a good job with the family. She spoke well for
She
you,
did.
so
It was some rough times there.
I bet. Good night. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.